Harry, here is a face we don't see around here too often. Wonder Woman. I am not a big fan of Wonder Woman. Well, I am fine with Wonder Woman herself, but Fairyland and all the mythology, it is always a hurdle for me. In Wonder Woman, I feel the Fairyland in Wonder Woman might be the worst fairyland in comics. I could not be less intrigued by a fictional land of fairy people. So here is an issue that takes place entirely on Fairyland. This is issue 90, which begins a not very long run by Mike Deodato Jerk. And here we start things off with a pin-up. I'm kind of okay with that. I think if I was an artist, I can understand wanting to start a run on a book with a pin-up of the title character. Start with your best foot forward and gan on from there. Anyway, he is joining the writer William Telner Overture, who had written about 25 or 30 issues of Wonder Woman before this one. The main contrast between this and the previous issues by the same writer is the focus. Before this, Wonder Woman was removed from Fairyland. She was off in New York or wherever, and she had been separated from her people, and she was trying to survive in man's world and stuff like that. I have some of them. I may go back and review the ones I never did review when we reach what feels like a natural break in this story here. We are on the second page. We are given our first hint of an important new character. Wonder Woman is attacked by an archer. This is Artichoke, and we do get our proper intro later, so I will save until then to talk about her. Wonder Woman has been away from Fairyland for a while, all those issues that preceded this one. So here she gets to reunite with her Fairyland sisters, and I cannot name a single one of them. The blonde one up front, she is the one who seems like she might be a pre-existing character from Wonder Woman lore. Wonder Woman needs to go and visit Wonder Mother. And we find out that Wonder Mother has grown quite jaded and cold while Wonder Woman was away. We get a cursory flashback to tell us what happened, if we are only jumping onto the book now. Circa, one of Wonder Woman's main enemies, she used magic and shit, and so war was waged with Fairyland, and Wonder Woman wasn't there for any of this because she was too busy working at Burger King. An important plot point is that during their fights with Circa, Fairyland, they were forced to ally with and accept their outcasts and exiles as sisters in arms. And they had to fight a bunch of monsters because Circa transported them to a monster dimension. And I think it is about time to talk about the art. Mike Deodato Jerk is an artist who is... well, he is a jerk is what he is. Horrible piece of shit. I'm not saying that because he blocked me on Twitter, but because the thing that led to him blocking me on Twitter was him being a horrific, condescending, arrogant prick Paul. In terms of persons, I don't like him. He is a rotter. Art-wise is where most people have problems with him, however. The majority of his work, especially and incredibly on Wonder Woman, is cheesecake pin-up porn. The anatomy is usually nonsensical in favour of it being sexy. I don't know if a book that is about female empowerment and is almost automatically feminist was the right thing to put them on. But Wonder Woman's got legs, and they are long and impractical. But sexy legs are a bigger draw for me than weaponised feminist drivel. Wonder Woman is talking to a Wonder Friend again when they are attacked by an arrow, another off-screen archery attack, and it is now where we truly get to meet Artichoke. She is the redhead with the ponytail equivalent of Wonder Woman's legs before. She is a major character in this run. She is one of those exiled outsiders who were welcomed back to fight against Circa and the monsters. She goes on to briefly replace Wonder Woman as Wonder Woman. She briefly joins the Justice League. She briefly appears in Underworld Unleashed, issue 3. She briefly had her own miniseries. And then she has briefly appeared since. I think she briefly appeared during the New 52 or DC Rebirth. She doesn't seem remotely likeable in this. She is obnoxious and rude. She makes John Walters from Captain America seem like Season 2 Ned Flanders. And this is kind of petty and unfair, but her ponytail really aggravates me. It's impossible. It is stupid and long, and it is never a consistent length from panel to panel. Anyway, just like John Walters, Artichoke thinks that she is more cut out to be Wonder Woman than Wonder Woman is. And so here they do a little bit of archery contesting. And during this sport, Wonder Friend, who was already in the scene, runs into the scene and announces the news that Wonder Mother has declared Wonder Woman is no longer fit to be Wonder Woman. And so a contest has to be held to find a new champion for Fairyland. This was a great comic to review, thanks to the person who recommended it. Concluding on this is odd, and it is not my first attempt to do so. To try to sum up all these assessments I abandoned or failed to make in earlier takes, I personally find this inoffensive. I can read this and not have strong emotions either way. And for me, I don't mind reading something like that every once in a while. For everyone else, I think that lack of emotional response, positive anyway, is why you will not enjoy it. I can see a lot of people considering this typical 90s bargain bin filler. A book that is plodding along, and the only reason it is plodding along is because it hasn't been cancelled yet. I don't want to come down too negative on this because I had no problem reading it. And rather than end up rambling again and taking this attempt at ending the video down another dead end, I will say this is 7 thumbs up from me, but maybe not from you. Maybe a 3 thumbs up from you.